Tributes continue to pour in for heavy metal legend Ozzy Osbourne. The former Black Sabbath frontman died yesterday at the age of 76. In Los Angeles, a memorial was being built at the site of his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And in his hometown of Birmingham, England, a memorial is growing on Black Sabbath Bridge, and that includes flowers and photos of Black Sabbath. His fans finding any way to remember the 76-year-old music legend.
It's just sad to feel like an absolute god of rock is gone. But it's also beautiful seeing how quickly Birmingham turned up to support.
His passing comes just weeks after a reunion concert with his Black Sabbath bandmates billed as his final bow, and it raised hundreds of millions of dollars for charity as well.
And we are learning more now about how the Cosby Show actor Malcolm Jamal Warner drowned. He was on vacation with his family in Costa Rica, and they say he went out for a morning swim in the ocean, but he got pulled out by a strong current there. The New York Times now reporting that the beach where he drowned is known for dangerous rip currents and was not protected by lifeguards. And as we see this outpouring and reactions to those two passings, we started to think about how grief can really hit us hard, especially and even when we don't know the person who passed away.
It sometimes can be overpowering for some people. Iris Patterson, the CEO of Chicago Integrated Health, joins us now to talk about that. You know, Iris, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
I know I had one crazy reaction myself. I mean, I don't want to say crazy, that's not right, but when Princess Diana died in 1997, you know, and it was strange. I even was surprised by it. So why can the death of a celebrity hit people so hard, even if people had never met them?
Because they become like family. These are icons that grew up with us in our homes. We've learned about through our parents. We've watched on television. We've connected with in so many ways. They become humanized for us. And so because of that, it's almost like my friend said, they're interwoven. And so because of that, because we are so connected, when we do lose them, we feel that. We really, truly feel that.
And I'm sure for some, this hearing about one of these deaths, it may have surprised some people how much they are affected when they learn this. Can you help us talk about ways to navigate this grief?
You know what? First of all, I would say do not allow yourself to feel silly, you know, because these are human beings that we truly care about. I take Malcolm Jamal Warner. You know, I've watched him ever since I was a little girl. He's become like a brother, a cousin. We've connected with him with the Gordon Gartrell shirt and, you know, his messy room and still have friends. You know, he symbolizes so much. You know, like you mentioned Princess Diana. She symbolizes beauty and elegance, and, you know, we've all wanted to be little princesses. We've connected with them. So when you think about those emotions, I say still celebrate them. Talk about it. Allow yourself to cry, for real. Allow yourself to grieve. Talk to it. I talked to my therapist about Malcolm the other day. Absolutely, you know, because I allowed myself to really feel human. You know, so that's some of the ways that we can, you know, celebrate them. Continue to listen to their music.
And don't discount those feelings, I think is the takeaway here. You know, do you think some of that sadness, you kind of talked about this, might be due to nostalgia, or sometimes for me, it's like a mortality check, mourning the passing of this chapter of our life, even if it was an indirect chapter. Could that be part of it?
Yeah, you know, Malcolm was young, you know, and it put things in perspective that we all are going to go sometime. We would like to think that we're all going to live forever, never think about the passing of someone, but it takes us by surprise, and it reminds us that we must live each day like it's our last.
And for anyone watching, we have about 30 seconds left. What steps can someone take to try and process this grief in a healthy way? And I know there's probably so much that you can do, but maybe like a step or two that would be good for them to take.
Yes, talk about it. Listen to their music. Watch the shows again. And of course, if you need someone to talk to, you can tap into Chicago Integrated Health, where we have therapists.
Okay, Iris Patterson, thank you so much for joining us to talk about this, because I know there have been a lot of celebrity deaths, if you will, this year, including Malcolm Jamal Warner, as we were discussing. I'm sure there are a lot of people who are feeling really sad this week. Thank you very much for your insight.